inspire you to make a movie on
They
this one?
asked me to do it.
Okay.
But I really wanted to make a film about the 80s.
The 80s,
I was a
exactly.
teenager.
Yes,
I was
me
a
too,
teenager
yes.
in the 80s, exactly.
That's
so
right.
The chance to revisit that time of my life was too good to be true.
What did you like the most about the 80s? Your perspective as a teenager?
Being young.
No, apart from that, anything but not being young is the.
I don't
Of
know.
course, being young.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know.
a big fan of the band?
No, I was never a Spandau Ballet fan.
If you were a Duran Duran fan.
No,
No.
I hated Duran Duran.
Okay.
Even more. No, but obviously there's not a school disco. There's not a not a student bar.
Of course
that
not,
isn't
yeah.
complete without a true or gold being played.
Did
so.
that make you reluctant to do the film? Or?
Not in the slightest, not even remotely. I was so excited by the. I knew Kate Griffiths, the archive producer, and I knew that she'd been assembling this incredible wealth of footage. I'm an archive junkie. I love working with archive, so I could not wait to dive in there, get my hands on it, and yeah.
Is there anything some footage you've seen that is not in the movie that you would say it's quite controversial? Or shed some lights into the 80s quirkiness?
Shed some light into the 80s. I don't know about shedding light into the 80s. I mean, I tried to get as many shots of all of them in their pants or speedos in the film as possible.
Not very difficult.
Yeah, exactly. And there was stuff that's for them. They can keep that part.
All right.
They were very honest with you, weren't they? They let you use everything.
They were, they were lovely. They were really good.
Is there anything you wanted to ask them that you still can ask now?
No, I've asked them everything.
All right. Will we know the answers to those questions?
Sometimes you have to read between the lines, but it's
Okay.
all in there. Yeah.
Brilliant. We can wait. Thank you. Bye.
We knew what the story was. We knew there was going to be difficult moments. You can't have a decent film without some tragic or tragedy. So it's in this film too.
You guys are pop music. I mean, what do you make about the Take That news? Was it quite a shock?
I think I knew about it actually. I'm quite good friends with Mark.
I know Jason as a
shame.
character. I think he always was like he just wanted to do other things as well. He wanted to study. He just wanted to do things behind off the stage. So I understand that.
Do you think Take That will succeed?
Yeah,
Good drums, good band.
Bringing it back to Spandau, obviously, now that we have you back together, I think the big question fans have is what does the future hold? Because we're so excited about new material.
Well, we've got 3 new songs we just did with Trevor Horn, and I think they're 3 new singles, and they're the best stuff we've done for years, and they're going to be out very soon. And then we are going on a world tour next year, and we'll be back in the UK with announcements soon.
What's it going to be the difference if you ride this time than last time, this time when you go?
The rider!
Who put the orange juice on them?
Yeah, no difference, I hope, except maybe we get less chance to drink it before our children do.
Yeah.
Hi. You're just recording. Yay!
Oh, video.
Video.
Hello.
Hello. No, just forget. You don't have the shoulder pads as before. I had a crush on you, Steve. I mean, incredible.
What's wrong with me?
No, and you.
Nothing's wrong with
But
you.
no, I don't know because the saxophone was really
sexy phone.
The saxophone was really
sexy
different.
phone, yeah.
Hey, what about the fashion, like 80s fashion?
Well, it was
like,
great, wasn't it? I'm proud of that.
Yes, I know. It's different now. You look better now.
Well,
You look more mature. What do you prefer from the 80s and now?
When you're 20 years old, you want to look wild. You want everyone to be looking at you. You have to grow old slightly gracefully, but we still take out consideration of what we wear.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a black tie event.
You still look fantastic.
I took up the saxophone because of you. I did that at school.
Yeah, she did. Yes, she did. Should we take a selfie? And now, the padded shoulder pads and
Fashion
and all
in the
that.
80s.
Yes, I mean, you guys look better now than then. But although I miss being young, right?
We try it, yeah. But listen,
What do
enjoy
you
the
miss
film.
the most of the 80s?
I'm just curious, actually. Obviously, this is a really big night for you. And Barbara Windsor came back to EastEnders very recently with what she was sort of things. Do you ever consider that? Do you ever consider doing that?
Not talk of EastEnders. We want to talk about the Spandau Ballet.
But would you come back from the dead?
He's not doing a dead.
most
showing us
about
a video or something?
Yes, yes, just a little bit. What do you miss the most about the 80s? I mean,
Nothing.
I was nothing. Oh my God. Being young, apart from
no,
being young.
no, it's
nothing.
2000.
You can't miss being young.
It's fantastic
You
that you
can't
said
live in
that.
the past.
young when
It's
you're-
Very good, Tom.
2014. I love today. I love the music of today. I
Okay.
love what it's about. The record industry has changed. I don't necessarily think for the better, but you know, the 80s was great. I mean, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the 80s. So it was a pretty defining decade. But at the same time, I don't go home and watch old Spandau Ballet videos and the 80s videos and go,
I
wow,
did.
that was the best time of my life. I live for today very
Yes,
much.
yeah.
Your fans have changed, though. I mean, they were probably throwing bras back in the day. What are they
They're bigger
throwing
bras.
now?
There you go, boom, boom. That's good.
Should be on the radio and stuff like that.
Hey, Tony, do you miss the shoulder pads? The big shoulder pads?
You missed the shoulder.
I've still got jackets and shoulder pads. I've built my own shoulders up to make it, you know.
Ah, right. So
Get
do
wacky fan mail.
Do you get wacky fan? Well, it's all on the internet there, isn't it? I mean, you're going to get
Yeah.
letters and stuff. But,
Tweets.
well, they go tweet. I mean, I don't
You
do
know,
the-
autographs don't exist anymore. It's all selfies.
It's a
isn't it?
shame, isn't it?
Well, no, look, you can't look back. You can't be like that. You know, you must progress.
It's just change. It's just different, you know. So you just deal with it in today's. Here we are. You've all got your little phones, your recorders.
Yeah.
You didn't really have that.
Yeah,
Well,
when we started,
we
you had some wax
You look at it,
cylinder or
you
some
lot were far
stone
too
tablet.
young anyway.
stone-
No, I was a teenager. I was 13.
I'm very good. What face cream are you using, Mark?
No, it's all jeans.
Thank you.
Kind of putting yourselves on the line a little bit, Tony.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the hardest thing is obviously we've got our family here as well, and they've not seen it before. It is quite an emotional film. Very
Sorry
fun,
about some of it. Yeah.
but very funny as well. I mean, you know, what a funny film at times. I love the beginning of it. I think it's fantastic.
I mean, I think you see that you know, England was a very different place in the 60s and 70s. It all seemed to go colour in the 80s, didn't it? But you know, you get a sense that we come from a similar background, quite poor, and so the changes in our lives were quite extreme.
This is, I've been sitting here on stage in the Royal Albert Hall.
We've gone dead posh, darling.
What?
It's an amazing thing, you know, at 1 minute we're shooting Super 8 footage, you know, in the 80s, and the next minute you see it on the screen that big, you know, it just knocks you out.
And I mean, John, this is, you know, I think you described drumming as hitting things with other things.
Always trying to simplify stuff. Yes, that's basically it.
For such a humble pursuit, it seems to have worked out quite well.
It is, but it's the heartbeat of humanity. So you know, it's all about the group.
John Kendrick.
And he is the voice of reason in the film, isn't he?
Who'd have thought?
So tell me a little bit about, you know, what you think of the finished product, because George has done a fantastic job. I mean, you know, how did you come into the mix, and why did you think she would be right for it? Because I think this began with archive footage that you guys were collecting, right?
Yeah, we spent 2 years, we employed someone to collate all this archive material they could find, the raw footage, not just the stuff that was broadcast, plus our own. And we brought George in. She had worked with Julian Temple on his last few films, and we, you know, particularly liked those films. And we thought she would help us out. We didn't think of her as a director, and then we just loved what she had to say, loved her ideas, and loved the fact that she wasn't the Spandau Ballet fan as well, because we thought, well, she wasn't. She is now.
You're Duran, weren't you?
I want to know who your favourite is.
John Sayer.
Mother doesn't know when love is gone. She says it must be that keeps us feeling strong. I see her face that's turned to ice.